Collective, yo, what's up? How you guys doing? I would like to thank you guys for tuning in to Only the Realist. I hope that you guys have all had a wonderful day out there, and be mindful that this reading will not resonate with every single one of you. There are millions of energies on planet Earth, and without further ado, let's get right into it. This is going to be a life reading. Let's do it. All right. So we got you here in the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Ten of Cups. There's a loss of emotional energy here, okay? Loss of emotional energy. Feeling like things are just, nothing's working out for you here, okay? Feeling like nobody's got your back. Feeling like God, the universe, spirit doesn't have you. And you're just like here in this, it's like you're in this circle, right? You're in a circle, okay? Let's get some clarity on this, yo. Yeah, at a crossroads. In an energy of some depletion, right? Yeah. You feel tired, not able to forge the path. Checking out your worth here. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Everything's gonna be okay though. Yeah, you're in a lack right now, and that is okay because you're being taught something. Okay? You are being taught something. It's not, don't look at the pain as, as it's harming you. Look at the pain as it's strengthening you. Right? It's strengthening you. Okay, we got the Four of Wands with the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. This is making you more stronger here, okay? There's going to be something that comes in for you that you're going to be able to celebrate about, okay? And this has to do with the position that you are faced with on your journey right now, which might not feel like the best position, but it's in a good position to where it shows you, right? And it kind of sucks to say it like that because people feel like, well, I'm not a child, so why would I need something to show me? It's like, well, how do you get taught anything if life never shows you anything? Life shows us how to do certain things that we don't know how to do, and we don't even understand that we're being taught that, right? For example, if you're trying to create something, and let's say you watch 10 different videos of different people on the same topic that you're trying to learn, and the next week after that, after watching 10 videos, different videos, you come to a conclusion to how you need to do it. And this is how it works, and you don't even realize that you taught yourself that by watching these 10 different individuals and gathering all of that information and literally combining all of them to create something that you didn't know that you could create, but you created it just by following the guidance of the your understanding of your guidance, right? Like, oh, how did I know I was gonna watch those 10 videos? You didn't. That's the point. That's how you know you're being guided. You didn't know that you were doing that. But when you came to the end of it, you realized that you watched all 10 of those videos to come to the conclusion that I did, and I will, I can, and I did create something out of all of that information that I combined into one. That's really awesome right there, you know. And when you start realizing the system of how the universe, God, spirit, you know, guides you and puts you in this specific, you know, pattern to show you how to learn, to teach yourself, to grow, to find that, you know, that information that's going to help you expose more of your, you know, your higher self, right? Yeah, it might the learning process might seem slow, it might feel unfulfilling, and you might think that you would never, you know, pass through the threshold of, you know, where you know, could stop, right? And sorry guys, I'm talking a little bit too much. All right, we have the High Priestess, okay, with the Wheel of Fortune. That's really awesome right there, guys. We have that God energy, that mind, body, and spirit connection, right? Where you're coming into this new cycle with that understanding that I just explained to you guys, right? You know, you are understanding what you're learning, right? You're understanding what you're learning, okay? And we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Emperor. This is exactly what, you know, that slow build to becoming the Emperor, right? The Emperor doesn't become the Emperor by just paddling through the Emperor's life and just saying, hey, you know, no. The Emperor doesn't have to go through different, you know, of course the Emperor has to learn things, but the Emperor doesn't have to sit in courses of things. No, all of these things that the Emperor learned were through life, right? Whether it was for battle, whether it was for intelligence, for intellect, for, you know, for all of these things that the Emperor must learn before the Emperor actually becomes the Emperor. It takes a lot of, you know, will, right? um the Emperor cannot just give up and say, well, I know, and emperors know that they're going to become emperors before they're emperors. Kings know that they're going to become kings before they become kings, you know what I mean? And queens, and, you know, princesses, and princes, and all of these, you know, royal, you know, upbringings, they all have to go through different steps of life that are hard, you know, and these aren't calculated steps either. These are just steps that that they're put through for their future guidance, right? And I think that it's super amazing that, you know, you know, these royal upbringings really show that, right? Because a lot of people look at royal upbringings as like, oh, you know, they got all the money, and, you know, they got all these things, blah blah, right? And it's like, that's not even, you know, that's just how they keep the creation going. But for them in general to have that mindset of being an emperor, a king, you know, a prince, um it's a big task. You know, it truly is a big task to be in that position. um so yeah. And, you know, we're in the modern world now, so, you know, but still that comes from within to become that, right? um you can be a poor you can be a poor man and still be an emperor. You can be a poor man and still be an emperor. You can be a poor man and still be a king, you know? It just depends on when you decide to go within yourself and, you know, create yourself into that, right? The potential is there, right? There's nothing that life cannot teach you. There's nothing that life cannot teach you. Life cannot teach you everything, but there's nothing in life that there's nothing that life cannot teach you. So, you know, again, I'm talking too much. Oh man. Now I actually recently started, you know, doing some researches on, like, you know, emperors and kings, even though I have some information on it, but it's really nice to understand how they're, you know, how they created a system to show a king, a queen, an emperor, empress, a prince or princess how to be that, you know, when their stages of life start, right? They have certain stages that they go through, right? And these are all things that deal with life, right? These are all things that deal with life, right? And I think that's like it, you know, of course they were very harsh in their times of ruling, but I think there's a lot of understanding and wisdom and of discipline and and overcoming obstacles within the category of, you know, the royalty, right? Which you can learn, right? Of course, you know, they would consider you not it because you are not of that bloodline, but still it doesn't take you away from learning the things that they were taught to, you know, to harbor and obtain the ability to think and, you know, live like that, right? We have the Knight of Wands with the Nine of Cups. Womp, womp, womp. Okay. Yeah. So, through the struggle, we open, right? With the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Through your struggle, you are learning how to open, you know, how to, you know, feel life, right? Feel life, right? Let life touch you and, you know, embrace you. The pain is not there to harm you unless you're putting yourself in harm's way. Nine of Swords. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Release. And this is what I'm talking about here. All that anxiety and that stressed out and all this and that, and, you know, that part you understand now, right? It's time to create. The Two of Wands. That part's over. You know that there's no, you know, there comes a point, especially for the ones that, you know, that are on like really unique journeys where they understand that the universe is literally guiding them and nothing would happen to them as long as they stay positive on their path and, you know, create and build the things that they are meant to build on this planet. It's you know, it becomes a heavy task, but these are things that, you know, um it has to be, you know, positioned, right? And as the player, right, the player of the game of life, which is all of us, the ones that are chosen to play the game to win, you know, there's a lot of pain that's involved in that. Don't know if that made sense or not to you guys. Kind of feel like I went off track, but Seven of Cups, a lot of options here for you, okay? You got some options, okay? And we have the Page of Swords, okay? Some communication. Sorry, guys. Okay? Some communication, okay? From your options, okay? People, places, and things. All right? We got the Ten of Wands, okay? You got a lot to carry. Don't stress this out, though. The Tower is going to come in and move some things around for you. And, you know, it's like you start getting back on track, right? And then you get all of these options come in. And this is how the game of life works, right? You know, we're down and out. We feel like the world's against us, when in all actuality, the universe is trying to place us in a better situation, and we're just kind of confused about the situation until we get there, and then it's over, and then we understand why we got there. And then we come across a whole bunch of good, positive looking options that we're like, oh my God. And then we kind of have to really think about things, because all of our past experiences have been, oh man, what's going on here, you know? So it's like we're back at that right here, right? And it's like, oh, this is a lot to carry. I'm back on, you know, being me. I got these things coming in. I don't know what to choose. And, you know, obviously don't want to go backwards. So, you know, because the new cycle is here. And that's when the Tower comes in and, you know, makes things happen for you, right? If you can't choose, but you're optimistic about it, definitely you will, you know, you will have that positive outcome. And obviously it won't be the outcome that you chose, because you didn't choose an option, but still it was chosen for you, because, you know, what other way to go than a positive route forward, right? And we have the Hermit, okay, with, again, the Queen of Wands. Yes, you being in this reflective energy, right? Really looking, really going within, but looking outward, to observe, to obtain wisdom. This is heightening your passion for life, right? This is what makes you go forward. This is what heightens your ability to say, I'm gonna do this no matter what, you know what I mean? And it might take you a couple of tries, but still it will be something that pushes that power, and helps to ignite the, you know, the gas line, right? Okay, and we got Five of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. I think you're going to take the route. No, you're definitely going to take the route of just being to yourself and working on things, right? Because I feel like you just being around other people doesn't really help. It excites you, and it gives you information, but it doesn't put you in a position of growth, because it feels like every time you get around people, you know, people always find a way to, you know, bring your value down in a way, right? Whether that's finances, whether that's taking your ideas of things that you have, whether that's just, you know, not really being a, you know, a positive outlet to, you know, just being in the moment and just, you know, talking about things to invent and create and stuff. It's just, I feel like you're just better off by yourself, right? We have the Four of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups. Yeah, there we go. This is exactly what I was talking about right here. Feeling like you don't have enough. So people, places, and things you're walking away from. There's no point in sticking around. Why? Because it's obvious. All these energies are just going to keep eating and eating and eating at you when you're trying to find a place where you can create in peace and have people that can, you know, put inputs or give information or knowledge about what you're building and not try to bring it down. Wow, this is awesome right here, guys. Anyways, guys, that's all that I have for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. I would really like to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys have been with the gang, I love you guys so much. Monistique, and I'll catch you guys next time.